So I'm making a follow-up video to my last one on World War II Simulator because that video kind of popped off and there was a lot of great feedback and I implemented, I want to say almost all of it. There were a couple of things where I was like, well, I should wait until later when more people are playing because they're like later, they're like end game sort of stuff, right? Rather than like just like general quality of life improvements. So I still wrote those ones down, but I didn't add them. And there's enough that I'm just gonna play it again. Yep, there's still no sound. I still didn't add any sound. And yep, I still didn't fix the UI. I don't know why this is positioned like that. I do need to fix it at some point. I will fix it at some point. So, uh, I'm gonna play relatively normally, kind of like how I did last time. I I think we will see a lot of the fixes, but I don't know all of them off the top of my head. One big one is this one. Somebody recommended a split, which is pretty common in stuff like Warlight and other turn-based stuff like this. So I was like, okay, I'll do that. Let's send 3 units here. This is also new. Not the fact that this is a weird fucking framing and slightly broken, but the manual placement versus auto placement is something that somebody also suggested. So, when I spammed in 30 units, it took me forever, but now with auto placement, they just all get placed, obviously, automatically. And, we might actually see that a little bit later. But for now, I only have 3 people, so I'm just going to add 3 people. Another update, like I said, jam-packed with updates here. I did add, so I talked about this in the video, that I wanted to add a feature where the people are named and they like level up and they have stats and you can like fight like an XCOM, or I guess now that I think about it, I did not mention Mud and Blood, which is an um obviously huge thing deal for inspiration. That was the word for what I'm working on here. So I do have to shout out Mud and Blood, and I do have to shout XCOM because XCOM also does this. This feature is slightly broken, as we'll see, but for right now it's working. What people kept mentioning a bug that I couldn't replicate, which is that these army guys got stuck apparently a lot. And I never ran into a situation where they were all stuck. Here's what auto placement looks like. I guess that guy was kind of stuck. But I think I might know what they were talking about. It's an unrelated bug, which is the fact that, and I think I mentioned this in the first video, the framing of this is whack. And I need to go in, I need to fix this. Look, this is off kilter, this is not in the center of the screen. So much of this shit is wrong. But I think the game breaking part of it's wrong is that this was originally sized to be like this, right? Going off into the black screen, this was supposed to be the battle map, and you can kind of tell that it was supposed to be bigger and more. Like I said, for some reason, Itch.io made it a square, and I was just like, fuck it, I guess we're doing squares now. But because of that, I think what's happening is that there are enemies that are spawning in this black space. You can't actually see them. See what I'm talking about? Hey, you just saw that, right? So that's why I'm like, I think that some of these guys are just spawning in a weird place. The bug I was talking about earlier is that you'll see Leonard Davis, Howard Clark, and Norman Williams are all still here, even though they were all the way north when we last saw them. That is not supposed to happen, but it wasn't like a huge bug, so I just kept it. Because it's like, okay, well now I get my guys in every battle, even though they really shouldn't be in every battle. I thought that was fine. Another fix for if you are either soft locked or rage quitting in a fight, you can press R. Oh, wait, what the fuck? It's not working. Wait, what the fuck? It's not working. Was I pressing R? You're supposed to be able to press R to reset the battle. Oh, but I did notice another thing here, which is that, another thing I forgot. Press A to select all troops. That's now available. Why can I not press R to restart the fight? Do you know what happened? I know what happened. Because I did the manual versus auto, it overwrote because when I did the like, oh, you press R and you can automatically restart a fight, that was back during when things were automatic, so it was tied to the automatic logic. But now that we're not, now that it's like a step, like a sequential step, that feature was removed. I might want to edit back, but I'll see. I'll see if people keep getting the bug. If people keep going like, "Hey, I'm getting soft locked," then yeah, I need to fix that. But if nobody's getting soft locked, then maybe we're fine. I made the AI slightly smarter. You'll notice that it's no longer purely random. It is going for my spots that I can get to very easily without having to fight anyone. It's going for the easiest spots first. And let's try an auto placement. Let's try just like a big guy right here. Maybe we can split them up to make it more interesting. Let's just do like however many, 18 guys here. Auto placement. Let's really utilize the features that we've been given. You know what? Yeah, start battle, all. just so warm them. There we go. Oh, and then you can go, is it P? Yeah, I think it's P because Itch.io doesn't let me use escape. And you can see my roster of 63 total guys. Obviously, very heavily centered around these top guys because that's just how it rolls. Because of the bug, that's just how it rolls. It's not based on their placements on here. Although eventually I'm going to make it based on their placements on the actual strategic map. We've lost 2 guys, both in the same turn. I guess we're only on turn 3 though. But we hit this guy with 2. Now, you still have only so many turns, right? Which I think is fair. So you can't just go crazy on splitting. But I do want to try going crazy on splitting and seeing. So we have a couple of people who are beginning to make names for themselves. Norman Williams. I almost called him Norman Reedus. That's 3. And then Howard Clark, who I think is an OG from the beginning. Howard Clark, whatever the fuck his name is different. That was 2 people, right? No. I think the counts are right. The counts used to be broken where it would just give every single kill to like the top person. And I'm thinking like, no, I don't think Norman Williams was in that fight. So why did he get a tick up on kills? But maybe I'm going schizo. I'm actually not sure. In fact, I can test this. Nobody fight. Okay, no one fight except Howard Williams. None of you are allowed to fight except Howard Williams. Which actually, no, that's going to make it awkward because then, like, how are we? Oh, wait. Yeah, go for it. Go for it. That was somebody. I don't even remember the name of the guy who I was trying to give the kill to. You know what? Fuck it. It's working. I don't know. We're just going to say it works. I wasn't paying attention. So 3 guys here. If you guys get killed here, then you don't deserve to have the... You don't deserve to have the sauce. There we go. Easy win. Easy game, easy life, as they say. We do one more here. Am I crazy? Is the game lagging? Is that just my computer? Wait, what the fuck? Anybody see this? Getting a little bit of lag, but that might just be... I'm running on Windows right now and not Linux. I can't tell if it's the game or not. Huh. How the fuck would this be lagging? What is it? Oh, maybe the database? But the database isn't actively processing. And it's only counting kills. No, it can't be the game, right? Why would the game... What process would be running repeatedly in the background? I think that's it. Something is lagging, and I kind of want to keep it going to see what happens. Hello? Okay, my screen just went black for a second. Or maybe I shouldn't do this. Because I also don't want to redo this video. Okay, well, one more guy. One more blob right in the center. These guys are in no man's land. We're going to see how long they last, okay? Right there. No. Yeah, let's do a 4. Let's do a 4 split right there. Well, actually, let's get you guys God, it's so laggy. If somebody's still watching these videos after the last one blew up and still playing this game, please tell me, are you getting lag while playing this? That should not be happening. There is nothing. Look at the fucking game. It's squares. Nothing should be lagging. So if you are getting lag, please tell me. That should be literally impossible. I don't know what process, unless it's like unless like for some reason the battle instances aren't removing themselves after, but even then, like what? There's just a bunch of layers of like blocks? Like I don't know what would be lagging here. It's gotta be my computer. It's gotta be something else. I do have a lot of windows open. I'm gonna assume it's that. I have no idea what's going on. Let's do one last battle here. 6-7, yes. Wait, I already used all my turns? Shit. Okay, well, never mind. We're going to end it there because I said I was going to end on that turn. Those are all the new features in World War II Sim. I hope you enjoy. I'll be coming back this Saturday with a scheduled video that I probably recorded like a week ago, but I'll see you then.